Rob Key smashed his best ever List A score, making an undefeated 144 off 121 balls as Kent eased past the Netherlands at Tunbridge Wells, winning their latest Yorkshire Bank 40 match by 8 wickets with 26 balls to spare. On a sunny but breezy day at the Nevill ground, Peter Boren won the toss and batted, only to lose Michael Svort to the 9th ball as he dragged a delivery from Matt Coles back onto his stumps. Wesley Baresi and Stephen Myberg were soon picking up the rate, however, adding 34 in 5 overs, but then the latter was given out LBW to Callum Haggett, even though the batsman thought he'd hit the ball. The Dutch have struggled in this competition thus far and are still winless, but Baresi and Tom Cooper now started to rebuild this innings with some excellent stroke play in front of a good crowd, who were hoping that their side could put their defeat to Sussex on the previous day behind them. Baresi reached a fine 50 from 59 balls in the 19th over, an innings including 7 fours. Thanks to his efforts, his team had reached 97 for 2 at the halfway stage of their innings and were now set to go for it. Cooper did just that by depositing Adam Riley for a 6 and a 4 off successive deliveries in the 24th over. The Dutch were certainly impressing at this stage. However, they then lost Baresi at the end of over number 26. Having made 69 off 83 balls, he took his eye off a delivery from Riley and was bowled at 137 for 3. His partnership with Cooper had been worth 95 runs in 19 and a half overs. Cooper now reached his own half-century from his 58th delivery with a couple of runs off Darren Stevens. The Australian-born Cooper had struck just the 2 fours and 1 6 in that 50, and he'd given his side a real chance of setting a challenging total for a Kent team who needed to win here to keep in touch with Group A leaders Notts. Cooper would have wanted to see the innings out, of course, but in the 29th over, after making 54 off 64 balls, he edged James Treadwell behind. He left at 152 for 4, giving his side 11 overs to attack the Kent bowling. An attack was what Dom Michael did. He came into this match in good form, having struck an undefeated 50 in the defeat to Nottinghamshire on Sunday, and he was soon blazing away, hitting both Treadwell and Adam Ball for big sixes. The Netherlands, though, lost wickets at the wrong time throughout. Next to go was Don van Bung, who was brilliantly caught by Ball, running from short third man to take a swirling top edge off a short delivery from Coles. The batsman was gone for a bright 28 at 198 for 5 in the 36th over. With Michael still there, the visitors had some hope left. A third maximum took him to his second successive 50, this one coming off only 37 deliveries with 4 fours also included, along with those sixes. He ended on 51 out of his side's 249 for 5 from their 40 overs. 51 runs had come from the last 26 balls. So Kent could not afford to dally at the start of their reply, and Key was soon in the mood, it seemed. He was equal to all the challenges laid at his door. He was soon dominating the opening partnership with Sam Northeast, playing some cultured strokes as he got his side off to a very good start. Twice Key hit 3 fours in an over. One of those spells saw him ease to his 50 in just the 10th over. This was his 10th boundary in an innings thus far lasting only 33 balls. He also hit the next one to the fence as well. The Dutch would have already known about the class of Key, and they would have soon realised that their total of 249 was not going to be anywhere near good enough unless they removed Key, and quickly. Northeast also played his part in a superb stand for the first wicket of 115, which took this pair only 17 and a half overs to accumulate. Northeast made 35 of those, not really having to express himself too much with Key batting with such authority at the other end. It would still have been a big disappointment for Northeast when he was out though, bowled off the edge by Peter Seelar. By this time, Key was already into the 80s, and it didn't take him long to convert that into the 7th one-day 100 of his excellent career. It was all rather easy for Key, who started the 101st Tunbridge Wells Festival week in an ideal fashion by getting to 3 figures off 90 balls, 15 of which had brought him boundaries. Simply put, this Holland attack just isn't strong enough to really test the good first-class cricketer, never mind those with test experience behind them. Brendan Nash also looked very comfortable at the crease, and that saw him to his 50, which came with an exquisite cover drive, bringing him his 6th 4. Nash had required just 33 balls to get there, and he and Key soon brought up the 200 in the 30th over, leaving Kent needing only 47 to win off the last 10 overs with 9 wickets in hand. That was dropped to 8 when Nash on 57 tried to go big, but holed out to Cooper in the deep. His partnership with Key had realised 89 runs in 13 overs. Key's previous one-day best was 120 not out, made at Essex 5 summers ago. He eased past that, celebrating with the only 6 of the innings. 26 balls were left when Key deflected this one off his pads to fine leg for the 2 runs his side required to bring up their 4th win in 6 matches in this season's Yorkshire YB40 tournament. The Spitfires had eased to 250 for the loss of only 2 wickets in the 36th over, with Key ending on a sensational 144 made from just 121 deliveries. The win keeps Kent in the mix in Group A with 8 points from 6 games, leaving them 2 behind leaders Notts, who also have a game in hand. The Netherlands remain winless from 5, although 2 of those were rained off. Kent now remain in Tunbridge Wells for the visit of Leicestershire in the Championship, starting on Wednesday.